Hey guys, so this is Tyler here with Rehab to Fab Designs. I was just doing a little video so I can do a prep video for you guys. I just finished sanding this. It's like an antique armoire that somebody brought to us to refinish, and I'm using my Ryobi sander. This is a square head. I actually prefer my round one, but it's at home, so I'm using this. The sandpaper I have on here is 150 grit, and it just kind of straps on. Very important to wear protective gear when you do this, because these old finishes are just nasty. They smell really bad. And it's bad for you. It's dangerous getting your lungs. I had on this respirator here. I can't remember the name of it. My husband's probably got it, but I can try to find you guys a link for it. On my face, I also had my sunglasses on just to kind of protect my eyes. It'd be better if I had some wraparounds, but I was using what I had. But even with this, this mask, I can still taste the finish, and I just went and blew my nose, and it's gross, but TMI, I know. But just to remind you guys to make sure you're using your protective gear, so you do this safely, because it is pretty yucky. So I just finished sanding this down. I can't get the bottom because it needs to be laid over, so I'll have to do that by hand. And then I've got to do some filling work, but I'll do that after. Right now I'm going to use my shop vac and just kind of get some of this off, and then I'll go back with my TSP cleaner. That's trisodium phosphate, and it is a chemical cleaner degreaser that we use a lot, and we'll wipe it all down and get it good and clean, and then we'll start getting ready for priming and painting. Okay, so I just did a quick little shop vac, and now I'm about to start cleaning this piece. I've just got some shop towels that I picked up. I think these came from Home Depot. I'm probably going to use like a whole bag, but it's going to take forever to get this clean. This is TSP. This is what I was talking about, the chemical degreaser cleaner that we use. We buy it in a concentrated form and just dilute it down and put it in a spray bottle. And I'm just going to spray it on. It's crazy when you sand these pieces, you get all this dust and stuff on them, and they look white, and you're like, oh yeah, I got all the finish off, it's looking good. And you think you got all the stain off, but really it's just dust. So the purpose of this, the reason I was sanding it, is to give me, look at that, a nice, clean, smoother finish to start with for my paint. We just sand all our pieces down, and you just want to you're kind of trying to rough it up a little bit to give your paint something better to adhere to. Also cleaning it really well. And this is just like one pass with this, and again, it is a lot of dust from the sander, but I'm going to wipe it down several times until I start getting a clean rag, and I'll kind of swap it out as I go, because this one's already nasty. And you do want to wipe it down after you finish cleaning with your TSP, with a nice wet clean towel also, just so you don't leave any residue behind. We've never had any issues. I have heard some people say that if they don't get all the TSP off, that they'll have issues with their paint, but like I say, we've never really had any issues. And this piece, this is like a veneer piece on this panel here, and it does have some damage at the bottom where it is going to have to be filled. I'll do that later. Just kind of trying to get it a little bit cleaner. Carry to the shop. The shop stays so dusty from all our woodwork and stuff. So it looks pretty when it's wet, but then when it dries, it gets dusty looking again. This is just that one panel. Look how yucky. This is why prep work is so important, because while this is dust from where I sanded it, all that dirtiness is still on your piece. So very important to always prep your pieces before you start painting. You want a good clean piece to start with. Okay, so this is why I said you have to clean it multiple times. So this is just like one pass with the TSP. And as you can see, it's very yucky. And I've got, I don't know, 7 or 8 of these. So that's just like the one pass. I'm going to clean it. So I'll have to go back and clean it several other times. But I will say too, I'm going to have to fill some of these places on here that are a little bit scuffed. I'll do some wood putty to fill those areas. And then I'm going to have to sand it again after. So I'm not really going to try to get it perfectly clean right now. I just wanted to show you guys how much work goes into this for one. And the proper way to do it. Not everybody does good prep work, and you can tell the difference in somebody's work who does and somebody who doesn't. So that's just the second pass, and a lot of the dirt is gone. Just got a little bit of the yellow, and that's probably just like tannins from this old finish that are bleeding. So I'm going to give this whole thing probably one more pass. Wipe down with the TSP, and then I'll have to start getting ready to fill it. Okay guys, so I have got this all sanded down and I wiped it down with TSP. Again, I'm going to have to do it a couple of more times to get it good and clean. But I've still got some work to do on this piece, like right here. This is some probably water damage on this veneer. You can see right here, this is like a layer that's on top. And this part is loose. I'm probably going to break it off. If you leave that on and something catches it, it will pop it off, and then your whole finish is going to be messed up. And this is kind of, I don't know if you can see on here, kind of lumpy bumpy, and it had some water damage too, but it's on pretty good. It's not loose or anything. This piece is loose, so if you get your hand up under it, you can see how that comes off. So normally what we do is just kind of break that off, and then we're going to fill it. And I'm going to use, this is the filler that we typically use. It's Pro Finisher wood filler. And then a putty knife to fill that. And then once it's good and dry, we'll stack it up pretty high. And then once it's good and dry, we will sand it down to make it smooth. This piece has got a lot of little dents in it, if you can see right here. And I'm trying to decide if I want to fill them all or not, because like I said, it's for a customer, and I'm not really sure if she's wanting like a flawless finish or kind of a little rustic. But I'm going to start with this, and I'll show you. I'm going to put this, I'm trying to hold this and do it at the same time, so it's hard. And whatever's loose is basically what's going to kind of pop off. And if it's intact, we'll kind of leave it. But whatever's loose like that, you really want to get rid of. Because like I say, if something catches it, you're in trouble. And you can try to put glue up under it if it's like a smaller piece. And try to kind of glue it back down. It's still loose right there. And we'll start filling it. Okay, so I peeled this piece off here. This little corner right here was still a little bit loose, but I didn't want to pop it off because if I keep flipping it off, I mean, it'll probably go all the way across the bottom here where it had some water damage. But this is still on, it's intact, it's not loose. So I did use some Gorilla wood glue just to go right up under that little corner right there. And then this is my wood filler that I'm using. It's a little bit runnier than normal. It usually has a little thicker consistency than that. So I'm going to try to put this on. I'm not sure, it may run down. If it does, I'm going to have to flip this piece all together. But we're just going to build it up using our putty knife. Kind of put it on a little thick. Because like I say, you're going to sand it down after it dries. So it's okay to build it up thicker than the actual low spot that you're trying to get.
This is copyrighted. demonetized, aren't you? No.
And probably we'll have to do a couple of coats with this.
Okay. Oh, see that. Wait, no.
Let it dry and then come back and build it up again. And I just wanted to show you guys. I've done another blog post where I show what we use, but I don't think I've ever done a little video on how we do it. Just a link with the supplies.
Oh wait. Oh no, I put the tea bag. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing.
So that's probably about as good as I can get it on the first coat because, like I say, this is kind of runny compared to the normal consistency. So I'm going to leave it and let this part dry, and then add some more if I need to thicken it up. But that's it. That's how we fill damaged areas. Again, using this Pro Wood Filler. Thanks for watching.